Well, hello, my friends, and welcome to another week of inspiration brought to you by our friends from IFPC. My name is John O'Leary, and my question for you this week is what are you wishing for? What are you wishing for? I know it's a question many of us are asking the children in our lives as we approach through this holiday season. But today it's a question I'd like you to consider asking and answering. What are you wishing for? I was reminded of the power of that question and of a radically different type of answer to it at a speaking event a couple years ago. You see, I was at a medical conference and a lady came up to me afterwards. She was an oncologist for children. She had tears in her eyes and she shared, "Hey, thanks for the power of the message that you shared." And I asked her, as we're talking back and forth about her work, her life, I asked her to share the story of one of her favorite patient experiences, some patient who really deeply touched her life. And so she shared the story about a little boy, an 8-year-old boy who had been diagnosed with cancer. And after a valiant fight, it was a fight that was finally, unfortunately, the end of the journey for this little boy, for this doctor, and for that family. There was an organization called Make a Wish that was called in to allow this little boy to have any wish granted. The representative from Make a Wish came into the room. She saw the little boy, she saw the family over there. She explained her role that she could help anything he dreamed become a reality, anything at all. Any place, any team, any autograph, anything you want to do, we can make it happen. And so she asked, "Do you understand?" And the little boy with his bright brown eyes looked up with a smile on his face and said, "Yes." And then she says, "Okay, have you thought about it?" And the little boy nodded his head again and silently said, "Yes, yes." And with that, she says, "So what's your wish?" And the little boy looked over at his parents, looked back at the lady, the representative for Make a Wish, and called her closer. She kneeled down toward him. He stood on his tippity toes and whispered into her ear, "My parents don't know how sick I am." And he looked over to the parents. "They don't know I'm dying." And with that, he continued on, "My wish is once I'm gone, I want my parents to be at peace." This little boy, my friends, could have any wish granted that he desired. He could go any place. He could go to Disney World or Disneyland. He could go to any athletic event. He could get any signature, ride on the back of any fire truck. And so, what is his wish? Peace. His wish, his hope, his prayer for his family once he's gone is peace. As this pediatric oncologist is sharing this with me, as this book line is forming behind us, she and I are just weeping over the thought of this little boy, over his courage, over his faithfulness, over his life, over the loss of a little guy, of a champion, of a guy like this little man was. So my question to you again is this holiday season at the end of a profoundly difficult 2020, what is your wish? What is your wish? I've always found that the more we can make our wish, our desires, our goals, our very lives about something even greater than ourselves, if we can make it about our family, if we can make it about our community, if we can make it about our faith journey, if we can make it about community, if we can make it about life itself, that not only is it far more likely to be a journey that's worthy of moving toward and advancing toward with everything we have, but it's also going to make the difficulties that we face far more endurable along the way forward. What is your wish? And how might making that wish about those around us this season profoundly change not only our experience today, but ultimately where we end up together tomorrow? My friends, on this day, as we move into the Christmas season, I want to remind you of the power of a wish, and the gift of making it about something even bigger than yourself. So for this time, and until next time, my name is John O'Leary, and this is your day. My wish for you is peace and to live inspired.